We're here, everybody. Welcome all to the Untitled Twitch stream. My name is John Hastings. I host this with Chris Betts. You were just watching me watch Jerry Lewis. It's really a whole fucking thing. I'm gonna put on some fucking tunes. Oh hi Sal. Oh hi Sal. Mystery Machines. Oh hi Sal. How are you? Are you good, Sal? You good? You look good. Um, Mike a bit echoey. Well, there's nothing I'm going to do about that. David Hoare! I'm on my way. I'm making it. I don't know what you're talking about, but I like it. I'm going to toss on some tunes and get a Diet Coke and pee, and then I will be back. Can you hear that? The ultimate dream. Chris Betts and John Hastings. Individual chat that you will be making.
We'll be screeching
Too much mojo.
And how
Chris promotes the show.
Trying to avoid phone death. And occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums in the midst of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be screeching to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
No, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums in the midst of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be screeching to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums in the midst of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be screeching to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums in the midst of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be screeching to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums in the midst of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be screeching to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums in the midst of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be screeching to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums.
Oh, what's going on? How's everybody doing? I just woke up from a nap and sprinted over here.
I now can tell when you're napping. I can tell based on how you respond and when you respond to things. in that if I get like a flurry of like, hey, here's some stuff you need to know, I'm like, oh, he's getting ready for a nap. He's fucking the Corleone family settles all scores.
I hadn't planned on napping, but the
Don't lie to
plan
me.
was to not nap. And then I was sitting and I was reading, and Sadaf started playing the piano, and then I fell asleep. It wasn't my
I want
fault.
to beat you both up. I want to beat you both. You
It
both are.
wasn't my fault.
It's like you're Niles Crane married to Fraser Crane.
Ha Jealousy.
What are you
It's
doing?
a stinky cologne, John. I'm just moving my camera a little bit.
Oh yeah, you got just woke up voice.
Yeah.
Reminds me
like,
of.
oh, meant to send an alarm, woke up. Oh, it's 8:53. Cool. Run.
The banging and clowning around waiting for the stream to start, particular favorite of mine. Yeah, what do you want? I leave the mic on. You're lucky you just don't hear me swearing at inanimate objects. I got a couple of things. I did a stream before this stream, which I got to tell you, way better than doing it after. Way better because I'm tired and I'm like on the come down from like talking with you, and it's such a gear shift.
Yeah.
But doing before, great. Like
Nice.
it's like you're warming up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, a couple of things. My dad wanted us to find out. He doesn't understand why Jennifer Lopez is famous,
Okay. Fair enough.
and he said, "Ask your friends on the Facebook thing what that's about." Which I was like, "Thank you, Father. Something you've been on and you don't know what it is."
Yes.
But yeah,
I have a general idea of her career progression.
go ahead. Well, she is Jenny from the Block.
Jenny from the Block was the big break.
Now, Chris.
Yeah.
Are you still Jenny from the Block?
I was never Jenny from the Block. And even if I was, I'd lie about it now. I've ignored my roots, and I refuse to acknowledge that anyone has helped me in my meteoric rise to fame.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm looking up the lyrics of it now. I feel like this actually does pertain to you in a great deal of manners. Because you do have rocks, and many
Thank
people
you.
are fooled by them.
Yeah.
But you are still Chrissy from the Rock.
Yeah.
White Rock.
Yeah, I am from the Rock.
Don't be fooled by the beer that I've got. I'm still Chrissy from the Rock. Oh, I used to have some books, now I have a lot. I'm still Chrissy from the Rock. She was in Anaconda, and then actually quite good film with George Clooney. Anaconda, by the way, is batshit. Richard, when do you stream? I want to watch. I want to watch Richard. Also, I want to write more lyrics to "I'm Still Chris from the Rock."
Go on. So she started out, as we all know, as a background dancer on In Living Color.
She's a fly girl.
She was a fly girl, and she stood out. I remembered her when someone said she was a fly girl. I said, I remember that fly girl.
What channel was In Living Color on in your Canada? Because I don't remember it ever being on television.
Comedy Network.
Oh, like way later, like in reruns.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I'm talking like people in Canada claim to have watched that show live, and I'm like, that's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they were getting like some American channel that we did not have, but it was too black for Canadians to watch in the 90s. It was unallowable.
Oh, In Living Color? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone from Hamilton and a bunch of black people? I don't goddamn think so.
Just not the Canadian way of the 90s, you know?
It had a
did have a
Canadian on it.
Canadian on
Do you think
it.
that
It
makes
did.
anything? I'm streaming again tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Tom Mayhew. So she was a fly girl. Keep going.
She was a fly girl, and then I assume that she met someone there who helped her onto her record career, because I feel
Now,
like she
hang
didn't.
on.
I feel like she didn't do a lot of just shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she didn't do a lot of bar shows before she blew up with her first song, which was was it "I'm Real"?
No idea. I thought that she had a movie career and then a music career.
I think it went music and then movie, but let's double check that.
All right. Yeah, let's double check that. It had a Canadian on it. That's correct. There's no Fox in Canada. We got Fox mid to late 90s. I'm going to say 96, 97 is when I think we got Fox. What's the play time at you guys' place right now from ODR 08? It is 1:08 p.m. where I am.
9:08 p.m. where I am.
Oh man, I had such a good sleep, but not enough of one. Went to physiotherapy. Still hate that guy. It's not his fault. I just hate him.
Did you confront him? Did you say, why haven't you told me about these goddamn exercises?
No. I was talking with someone. They were like, just switch to another. I'm like, I'm just going to stop. Chris hasn't heard of an obvious band, and then sometimes he knows the ins and outs of every musician's career. If you had my love, what should I do if I see a homie dissing my fly girl?
Nice.
Yes, that's a great question. This is coming in from Jotrop. Jotrop wants to know, what should I do if I see a homie dissing my fly girl? Well, we're gonna have to ask Chris from The Rock, because he's still Chris from The Rock.
You step to them, and by that I mean you stomp the yard, obviously, and settle your differences.
What if you spill your milkshake? Also, am I crazy in that I'm still not completely clear what she was referring to when she said, "Oh, my milkshake, bring all the boys to the yard"? Is that her shaking her ass or her shaking her boobs? I assume it's boobs because boobs have milk in them. I
always just thought it was ass, but boobs technically makes more sense.
I assume it's literally milkshake. Richard, this I completely agree with you, by the way. Baldy3 is saying it's how you carry yourself in general, I believe.
Nice. It's like a demeanor thing.
Yeah, it's a vibe. What should you do if Busta Rhymes asks you to give him some more, but you have run out? Chris from The Rock?
You go get some more. You can't fucking, what are you going to say? Does anyone want to be famous? Who wants to be famous? Who needs followers? Who wants to be famous?
Hey, fuck off. Come on, Twitch. Let's go. No, I don't want to time out David Hoare. David Hoare's great.
Her music career came before her acting career.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. By about 7 years.
No.
And even then, it wasn't until... I mean, what was the first real thing that they put her in? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me double check this. Okay, no, she'd had roles at like bit parts. So she started out as a dancer.
That's what I thought.
Then she had bit parts on little TV shows that I've never heard of. South Central, Second Chances, Hotel Malibu.
NY Undercover, New York Undercover.
Oh, she played Selena. I forgot that she played Selena.
Oh my god! Well, Selena is like the craziest. Like Selena is such a fucking crazy story. In that, she was like so famous, not mainstream, then got so mainstream famous because that lady shot her in that beauty salon. And then what no one talks about is Howard Stern's career was nearly ended as a result.
Really?
Because he played a bunch of her music with gunshots over it, and went, I think they're better now.
Oh wow. Yeah. Young Stern was really not fucking around, was he? He was on the Wrestler Review.
Young Howard Stern could have hosted the Wrestler Review. Young Howard Stern, like, bear in mind, young Howard Stern, when Columbine happened, said those guys need to get laid more. Which, you know what?
Not a controversial statement.
I don't think he was correct. I will tell you who is correct. We have a guest just dropping in for a quick one.
Oh, a quickie.
Are you excited, Chris?
I am.
Juliet Burton, welcome to the stream. How are you, Juliet?
Welcome to space. How's it going?
I'm really good. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Pretty
good. I'm a little dazed. I just woke up from a nap. I apologize. John's in his element. He's killing it.
I'm just in the ring with Mike Tyson right after he bit Evander Holyfield's ear. Chris is just in the quiet vacuum of space.
Gathering my thoughts.
We've been talking about J-Lo though.
We have. Well, my dad asked, why is J-Lo famous? Because my father now knows I have a stream. He's been on the stream, and I think he thinks this is Google. His mind is going. So why do you think J-Lo is famous, Juliet?
Well, I've been watching a lot of rom-coms recently because there's not a lot else to do, and a lot of rom-coms starring J-Lo teach some bad lessons for women, but they're very intoxicating lessons. So things like I watched Monster-in-Law the other day, where Jane...
Who? It's Jane Fonda is the mom.
Yeah, Jane Fonda is the
Seth
older woman
Rogen?
who actually has a really rich journey, but J-Lo is the young heroine that we're all rooting for. And I think Jane Fonda is the one that we really need to dig deeper for her story. But yeah, and Wanda Sykes as well is like, she's amazing in it. And Wanda Sykes is an incredible actor. And you all just get sidelined for J-Lo, and I don't understand it. I do think J-Lo is very likable. But yeah, I'm not sure if I think Jane Fonda is the one that I really root for in that movie.
Here's what I think it is partly is J-Lo is Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans are a huge portion of the population in America, but they're never acknowledged or talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like there's never really a celebrity for them.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's part of it with J-Lo is it's that marketing thing of it's like, well, like some dude in a suit is like, well, we'll put J-Lo in it and then we'll put Jane Fonda in it. And they're like, but yeah, it's weird.
Well, I think
the box
Go ahead,
ticking
Chris.
exercise is it their box ticking exercise of like, we need somebody that appeals to all of the different markets. So J-Lo appeals to everybody, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's including markets that like, you know, I love Jane Fonda, but there's a shitload of people that hate like most of the American conservative world. Like Jane Fonda is still an enemy. And it's been 40 years since she like because you're British. So do you know when I say Hanoi Jane, do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea, but then I'm very ignorant of a lot of things.
Well, yeah, no, it was a huge news story at the time. Chris, do you know what Hanoi Jane is?
not anymore. I've heard it, but it's gone.
Okay, so Jane Fonda went. Yeah, Jane Fonda hung out with the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War and was like, they're not that bad. And the entire America was like, they are though. And like she was photographed like behind a machine gun. Like she did some really stupid stuff. But as Jane Fonda explained, she grew up in a movie star family. She had never known, like she was like, I now know that I was just a dumb, famous 20 or something. But it was like, I was told I could change the world because I was super famous. Yeah. So I believed them. And you're like, the Jane Fonda documentary, Jane Fonda in 5 acts, phenomenal. Like you just walk away being like, God, I love this woman.
She's the reason that we got at-home videos, was her workout videos. That's why VHS took off, and why everyone started getting VCRs in their houses, because moms got them, and then everyone else got to use them. But it started out with her workout tips.
Do you want to know that she also donated all of that money to charity? She never saw 1 cent of the profits. Jane Fonda rules.
Still getting arrested at protests for the right reasons.
It's great stuff.
She's the best.
Yeah. She's also like, she looks 60 and she's like 98 years old.
But why are we valuing youth? Why is youth the thing that we're chasing? I feel like the older
Julia,
I get,
here's why. Have you ever seen a 98-year-old?
Yes.
Yeah. Terrifying. It's rough.
Terrifying.
A ghoul.
I plan to be the most powerful 98-year-old. Like I'm only going to be reaching like the tip of my prime at 98. Like
you're going prime 98 because prime denotes then there's a solid 30 years afterwards where you're subprime.
I'm going
like
for
a mortgage.
I'm going for the long stretch, and post 98, that's where I'm going downhill. From now until then, it's just all uphill. It's all going to be building momentum. That's how I'm feeling about life at the moment.
The Lynn Ruth Miller.
Yeah. Exactly. Full on. Absolutely. Like I feel like we've been taught. I feel like for you guys as well, as men, as AMABs, I feel like we've all been taught to just chase that useful thing of like, we're buying products that are making us appear more youthful, and we don't need to. We can just stay present and enjoy our bodies and not have to worry about pushing age away.
But then what am I supposed to do with this hula hoop that I bought, Julia?
Yeah. Julia, what am I supposed to do with this car and all these implants?
Well, I suggest that you donate them to charity.
Yeah,
charity.
So young people or poor people get to look young?
Poor people,
and me, barely not as poor, don't get to look as young? That's bullshit.
Chris,
I'm keeping my hula hoop.
Thing is that like we're also talking about sort of social demographics now. So like poor and rich feels like a very weird. Like I have one of those voices that makes me sound really rich, but all it means is that I was in a family that raised me to talk this way, and then I rejected that family and I left to join the circus, where I've become very, very poor.
I don't know. I see 3 paintings.
Yeah,
Three paintings behind you.
Look,
I know,
you got framed portrait money. Who are you, comedian Graham K?
Yeah, I know, right? So what I did during lockdown was that I got so angry at the world that I murdered some Muppets, and I put all of their blood on some paper and hung them behind me. That's what I did.
Can you kill a Muppet?
You can disassemble them, and you find out that what's really inside a Muppet is a hand. It's a fist.
There was that one on Sesame Street that died of AIDS.
What?
You can kill them with AIDS, apparently. You can kill a Muppet with AIDS.
What are you talking about? A Muppet died of AIDS?
Yeah, on Sesame Street in South Africa. They gave one of the Muppets AIDS.
No way, really? Seriously?
Yeah, not kidding. That was a real thing, because the AIDS was claiming so many lives that they wanted to teach kids about it. So if you wanted to, take the slow route, you could just infect them with AIDS like you're in Oz.
It's even more than that. Is one of the puppeteers died of AIDS, and then I don't know if they addressed it on the show, but one of the puppeteers did pass away from. Oh my God, Cammy.
Do you know which puppeteer it was?
It is. His name is Richard Hunt.
That's an amazing memory that you have there, with no Googling whatsoever.
I mean, Googling is, of course, right in front of me. I'm more just desperately trying not to laugh at the fact his name was Dick Hunt. Yes.
Oh my God.
By the way, boom, 3 people all just went, Dick Hunt, Dick Hunt, Dick Hunt. There is a Muppet with HIV, but it's for the Nigerian.
Apologies.
Sesame
I always
Street.
thought it was South African.
So close, so close. I do know that Snuffleupagus. So he was invented because I know it's the Sesame Street rather than the Muppets.
Sorry to interrupt. It is South Africa. I misread it. He's also on the Nigerian one. Sorry, Juliet. Just wanted to be correct there. Go ahead.
No, I prefer precision, and pedantry is more important than my voice, genuinely.
Oh, of course.
So I learned this a few years ago, and it made me fall more in love with the Muppets and Sesame Street. Was that Snuffleupagus only became a character because Big Bird talking about his imaginary friend, and none of the adults on Sesame Street believed him. And then the creators of Sesame Street said, well, we should make Snuffleupagus a character so that the kids know that if they tell an adult that they are experiencing something, then the adult will believe them. And it was a big deal because at the time there was lots of, oh God, we're taking it to a dark place, but there was a lot of abuse of kids in Hollywood, in the TV industry. So it was a big kind of look, kids, tell an adult what you're going through and adults will believe you. And that was what Snuffleupagus represented. So I very much love Sesame Street for that. And I love Jim Henson's belief in imagination for kids as well. Like, they need to know that their future, we can only have a great future of the world if children can be encouraged to imagine a better future.
I completely agree. I also find it very interesting that Jim Henson was clearly one of the most independent-minded creators out there, but also for some strange reason always tried to work with other people, and that never worked out. And I always thought his hopefulness was very impressive.
I love you for that entirely. He was so ambitious, and so he had so many big visions, and whenever he tried to work with people, it felt like it was slightly inhibited. So
yeah, it's also that thing of he was the puppet guy, and he didn't like that anyone would tell him how to be a puppet guy. There's a famous story of he made the SNL writers in we're talking 1975, coke snorting Michael O'Donoghue keeps getting them kicked out of offices because he keeps setting fire to his desk Saturday Night Live, switchblade writers. And he's like, don't you want to meet the puppets? And one of them said, Michael O'Donoghue apparently said, I don't write for fucking felt. And Jim Henson was like, I don't think this is going to work out. And then Lorne Michaels was like, him and Lorne Michaels kept having infighting because Jim Henson believed in certain things of what you could do with puppets. And Lorne Michaels was like, one of the puppets is on pot. And Jim Henson was like, the puppets do not smoke pot, Lorne. So yeah, they kept running into problems that way. Also, David Horn makes the great point. Snuffleupagus is also a great way to end any high Q.
Ooh, nice.
Nice, very, very nice. No, I love Jim Henson. He's such an incredible mind, and like Gonzo is my entire, like, he's my life. Gonzo, I feel like he and I should marry, because he's the best version of any human and animal mind. He's just the best. So Dave Girls, wherever he is, should be my husband.
But he's only in love with chickens.
And Miss Piggy. So he loves Miss Piggy, but also I think he lusts after Miss Piggy, right? Like he doesn't.
Gonzo? I don't think so.
No, because Gonzo wouldn't try and cuck his friend Kermit.
No.
So he's tried to flirt with Miss Piggy in so many of the movies. Like seriously, he's flirted in the Muppet movie, in front of Camilla the chicken. In The Great Muppet Caper, he's flirted with her. He keeps flirting with her, but she keeps putting in very strong boundaries. And when I say strong boundaries, I mean strong karate kicks. He's very much like he keeps going for it, but also you're right, he wouldn't really do it for Kermit's sake. I agree with that, but he's flirted fully.
Here's my question. Have any of you guys ever dated a friend's ex or engaged in any sort of carnal, lustful pleasures of the flesh with a friend's ex? I will answer yes.
Ooh. Friend's ex? No, I have not. I feel like there's a boundary. Like as soon as I see somebody with somebody else, or I know that one of my friends has been with somebody, then immediately there's no sexual tension. They just different category. Not the friend zone, because that's not a thing. But just
Juliet, I don't know. I've been on a lot of blogs on the internet, and all of the men that are writing those have let me know the friend zone is a thing, and it should be illegal.
So are they nice guys? Is it Nice Guy 21? Is that the one that you've been reading?
No. What is nice? Is there actually a blog called Nice Guys 21 out there? Because that sounds horrifying.
I'm fairly confident there will be, but no.
Oh, wow.
Friend zoning is not a thing. It's not a thing.
Nice Guys 21. Mr. Nice Guys 21 locations statewide in Oregon. Nope. Mr. Nice Guy, that just takes you to Mr. Nice Guy Oregon, which is it sells weed. Oh, this is all right, actually.
Nice.
You didn't do that,
Okay.
Juliet.
Good. In that case, I'm glad to put you onto him then.
Oh, my God.
I did. My first girlfriend was my best friend's ex, but I asked him. I
And
just went up to him and I was like, "Hey, man, I like this." And yeah, I talked to her first, and then I just grabbed her, threw her over my shoulder, and was like, "Kyle said this is fine."
You remember the 90s back before where there were rules? Thanks very much, Y2K. Comrade Obama coming in ruining our fun.
I
checked with him and he was cool with it, and she was cool with it, and everything was above board. We dated for 3 years, and he and she were cool. It worked out. It was fine.
Your high school and my high school sound very different. Go ahead, Juliet.
I'm sorry, thank you. I was just noticing that I've got a very different screen name to you guys. So I rate Menace and Bandit erratic, and I'm just me.
Oh, we went on the Wu-Tang name generator, and these were our Wu-Tang clan names.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Do you want to go on and find yours?
Do you want to go on the Wu-Tang?
I want to be.
Well, then
yeah.
Google Wu-Tang clan name generator. It's the second link, not the first one.
Okay, I'm doing it now. Wu-Tang. Nate. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. This is a thing. So not the first one, but the second one.
Second one. Alex Watson wants to know: is that the one you stole the audition from, Chris Betts?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
What,
and I didn't steal it. She made me do it.
What didn't you take from this this man?
Oh, you gotta think.
Oh, David Hoare, thank you for the subscription. You, my friend, you are a hummus chum.
She was like she was a creative person that was gonna get out of this one horse town. And she wanted to audition for the one act plays at my high school, and she made me do it because she was nervous. And then I got a part and she didn't. She was very angry.
I like that a lot. What was the part you played?
I played Hamlet.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It was a film noir comedy take on Hamlet.
No, it wasn't.
The Omelette murder case. Because the detective kept mispronouncing Hamlet as omelet.
No.
It was a riot. It was a laugh riot.
That's what you get. That's what you fucking get. You fucking
Wow.
sit fucking there. Yeah, Juliet, you're co-hosting from now on.
Oh shit.
We had 3 directors. They all
What?
had different ideas for the play. It was a nightmare.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Who's in charge here? That committee. Oh no.
Yeah, it was real bad. It was so bad that the actors held a secret rehearsal where we figured out a bunch of the scenes and then just told the directors how it was going to go.
What? Why? That's a bad idea.
It worked out. The play was much better as a result.
What was the play called?
The Omelette Murder Case.
I hate that very much.
Let me see if I can find the script.
Please. So you've gotten Zexy Pupil?
I do. That's my Wu-Tang clan generator name. So I'm quite pleased with that. I mean, I feel like I'm learning from you, so my surname is appropriate, and Zexy just sounds good, so I'm fine with that. But you're doing a thing on Monday that I'm hoping to come and be a part of as well. I'm very excited by that.
Yes, we are doing a fundraiser or a telethon to raise money so Chris Betts can get a Batman bed. Is our plan.
No, Paul's
Byrne.
getting a Batman.
Paul Byrne, I'm tired for Paul Byrne to get a Batman bed. Hit it! I don't know what the command is for that.
Chris is insulted by the idea of a Batman bed, but Paul...
they live in the same house, so Paul's definitely going to get a Batman bed.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That's sexy.
Right? Isn't that nice?
That's nice. It's very nice.
And so we're doing that Monday. It's going to be for at least 12 hours of fucking fun, starting at 4 p.m. I think we're going with 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4 p.m. UK time. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm trying to set my green screen up so that you don't have to see my ridiculous artwork. This is my bed, which is right there. That's my bed. There you go.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That looks comfortable.
Is that a snake?
No, it is a it is a shopping bag. What's in my shopping bag?
Go ahead.
Oh, here we go. Oh, what did Juliet buy when she went out shopping? She bought some rocks.
What are you doing? It's a pandemic, Juliet. You're supposed to. You know what? I'm going to say it. I think I know why Juliet's poor. She keeps spending her money on shiny rocks.
Yeah, I think you might just be bad at being rich, not so much being.
Yeah, Juliet. I think the issue is just.
No, I went to the seaside. I took myself my most glamorous shopping bag. I have no money, mates. Honestly, seriously, I might sound rich, but I left the family that was rich and I joined the arts, which means that I now eat ducks fed to bread. Eat bread fed to ducks, not the ducks fed to bread.
Yeah, I was going to say eating bread that's eating ducks that are fed bread. That sounds way rich. That sounds like that. You're like, what bread were these ducks fed? Focaccia? I said ciabatta, you motherfuckers.
Oh, I pictured the kind of rich where you can just kill things in public parks, and the cops are like, what are you gonna do? She's rich.
That's English rich.
I just say I don't even have to show them my bank account. I just have to sound like this, right? It's absolutely relevant. So these rocks, I went to the seaside for a day out and I decided to get my friends some gifts, and I did not buy these. I picked them up, but then I wrapped them up to make them look really, really rich. So that's what I got there.
That's a nice rock.
Ooh, thank you so much. We got a raid coming in. Very good. And Juliet.
Raid.
Juliet, you have to go because I think Alex. Perfect. Well, that's all right because we're now going to segue into me showing Chris a blooper reel from the Jerry Lewis telethon. So we get ready for our telethon.
Beautiful, beautiful humans, and I'm so pleased to have seen you. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be with you tonight.
No wonder, ladies and gentlemen, please check out Juliet. Follow her on Twitch. Juliet, when do you stream? Or what's going on?
I'm getting back into streaming. I took a massive break, but I'm getting back into it. So I will be streaming when I can. And on Monday, I'll be with you on Monday.
Wonderful. Great stuff. We will talk to you soon.
Thank
you so much for your time, Juliet. You're the best.
Bye.
Now,
there's nothing more. There's no moment than that is more 2021 than people searching for having to turn off a video conferencing screen.
It's a great moment. It's a very great moment.
It's a wonderful, interesting moment that I am so happy is captured.
It feels like that. When you're about to leave, and then the person that you're with at a party goes around saying goodbye to people, but you've already said goodbye, and so you're just waiting
Nightmare.
for a reason to step outside. That's
I mean,
the
once
vibe that I always get.
Once I started French goodbying, I've not looked back.
It's
Oh,
the
you don't
best.
have a phone. I sent you a DM of it.
I do not have a phone. Did you send it? What did you send it over? Facebook?
Facebook.
Okay.
It says I keep sending you things because we're ramping up for telethon time, and then I keep remembering, oh, he doesn't have a phone, so I have to wait till we're on stream, and then just be like, check this, let you know about that.
There is one thing that we didn't mention about J-Lo that is very important. We did not talk about the importance of the ass. I think the ass was.
I disagree entirely, and I'm glad you brought this up. The toque's coming up. The gloves are on the ground, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
I think the ass was a byproduct of her already huge fame. Her ass's size. Also, welcome Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. I love you all.
Oh yeah, who was that? Who raided?
Chaz!
Oh, Chaz Ding Dong.
In celebration, ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand up and for some reason do a full spin. You know what? Since these people raided from Chaz, I think it's probably right that we just watch a little.
Oh, don't do that to him. He just raided you as a goodwill gesture.
I disagree entirely.
She was an ass pioneer. J-Lo made the ass popular. People give the credit to Beyonce because Beyonce took it over the mountain. You know, she was Hannibal on the elephants. Beyonce made it a thing, but it was J-Lo that tamed those elephants.
All right,
she brought it into the zeitgeist.
I don't have time to explain to you how fucking wrong you are right now.
Oh no, that's absolutely correct. That is an ass history right there.
We're gonna watch this quickly, and then I will explain to you why you're a fucking idiot.
Chaz, why not the Elliot one? Are you a squatter? Or you stand straight up.
Good point,
Kobe. Chaz. It's got to be the Elliot one. This is never not on this stream. It's one of our Easter eggs.
Yeah. I will say this. What's amazing? Can you still see that?
Twice. Sorry.
Can you see that? Is it actually even here? Very unnerving to have ever seen my face was here before me. Actually, here's the thing. It's you were part of one of the biggest moments. I like, by the way, that both of these clips, like 25 and 30 views for my clips respectively, which isn't a lot, but more than any of the other clips. Go ahead.
The toilet paper's here. I grab some of the toilet paper. I stand up. I turn around.
Wow!
Elliot just takes off his headphones.
Every time. Ashley's story. Welcome. Oh, Ashley's story, by the way.
Ashley
I booked. No. Ashley's story is also here, I think. Cool. I booked Ashley's story for Monday.
Oh yeah.
No timing.
Excellent. Good.
I gotta go through and confirm everyone for timings. Ashley Manning is she's just gonna be able to be there for any and all of the telethon.
Free reign, wander in and out.
Yeah. Also, we started watching I did a stream before this stream. We started watching the Jerry Lewis telethon. Bro. You gotta check it out. Oh, let's watch this. And then we're gonna play some clips from that.
This is why you can't touch the floor in public toilets. Because of guys like this. This is.
I don't understand why what that has to do with the door, quite frankly.
Because you never know what people have done with their hands.
I mean, we can also watch the intangible clip. That clip, I'm with Baldy. I think that clip is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, the intangible one is most excellent.
Mostly because they come across like an absolute ass. I
was listening to a podcast about the guy who made the little ramp on the sidewalk so that people with wheelchairs can get on. Yes. The guy who sort of led the charge for that. He went to Berkeley University because all good things came out of Berkeley University in the 60s. And apparently the Jerry Lewis telethon was one of the things that his group of it's not disabled anymore. What is it? I don't know the word anymore.
I don't.
It used to be disabled anyway. If someone can tell me the right word now, I genuinely like to know it. I'm not being obtuse. I just can't remember it. But there was a group of disabled sort of rights activists who were on wheelchairs who were trying to get more things. And the Jerry Lewis telethon was the thing they hated the most in the world.
Oh yeah, it was really bad for muscular dystrophy. Apparently, like it didn't help nearly as much as it was. What I was trying to find was there's a clip where he does a monologue about being muscular dystrophy.
Oh, like where he just
I am
is, he's
muscular
inhabiting
dystrophy,
it?
and I'm here for your kids, and I can't.
Jesus Christ!
I couldn't find it, but I did find him a blooper reel of him, and all of them. And by blooper, I mean all of the clips are about 2 minutes, and it's him just berating the crew.
Yep, that sounds right.
He calls a woman a pig and says we should put a banana in your mouth, and that's not even the right fruit. Just makes it sound like he's saying someone should fuck your face.
Just like he does to pigs. Ooh, Cameron reference.
By the way, I also told this to my talked to my dad about Garth Brooks. Let me tell you who my dad really likes. That's Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks. Oh my god, I just saw the Garth Brooks clip and we're worried we watch it again. I mean, I will watch it again.
General sounds of disgust, but I feel like as a woman also, is it just me, Ashley, or is it just like?
I mean, I really come across like a real ass here, don't I?
Red flag territory. Like, he's not saying anything
Oh,
specific,
interesting.
But like,
Yeah.
just as he's talking, you're like, do not be in a room alone with this man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so
So-
we can all love each other. No.
All right, great. Okay, great.
No.
This is great. What about him is an untangible red flag? Is it a?
I
way
mean,
to hear
there's-
he talks, hand gestures.
Do you know?
I can't describe to you how much I just want to go back in time and tell me to shut the fuck up. I can't. Like, it's just like, no, just don't talk now.
Talks, hand gestures.
Do you know what the word intangible means?
That
Is that
is-
a message from past you being like, stop
Actually,
bringing this up?
You got me, and that means.
It
Oh,
was-
this is general sounds of disgust, but I feel like as a woman also.
It was my mummy calling me.
Ashley, or is it?
Aw.
Ashley knows she is welcome on board any day.
Anytime.
I told you for you.
Any bat place, any bat time.
Yeah. No. Ashley. Yeah, no. So, but basically, I couldn't find that, but I did it because I also realized we're hosting a telethon, so we should probably also see what not to do.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you, here it is.
Look at him. Jesus Christ. Speaking of looking like people drowned, he looks like Dean Martin.
Oh
drowned.
God.
Well, could I leave word?
He's also not funny and is bombing. That's the other thing, is he bombs throughout a lot of this.
It's a tough thing. You can't be wacky and have muscular dystrophy, kids. That's a very
Yeah.
thin line to walk.
Yeah, but he was so crazy too. That's the other thing.
Where'd John go?
I dropped my phone that has the bingle bangle on it, my stream deck on it, and just pressed a bunch of buttons. Say something clippable every time you review a clip and keep it going. I mean, it's got to be spontaneous, Joey. I mean, I'm sure we're going to say something. I'm going to say something with this Percodan loving son of a bitch.
Joe, don't
That's
think we're not
funny.
trying to be clippable at all
Suck
times.
me right
It's a
in,
difficult-
boy.
It's a difficult thing.
What year? Give us the year.
I'm gonna go 75.
'78, pretty good.
Ooh.
Oh, so this is the height of him being just on Percodan. Yeah. Oh man, that look around. I've never seen someone's neck look high. 1917. Fuck this guy. A always BBC clippable.
We must.
Oh no!
Hold on a second. Hold on.
That was really fucked up.
Wait, what just that? Was that because he sang poorly, or?
I don't think we're gonna find out what that was for.
Second. Hold it a second. Hold it a second. No. No, hold it a second. You're gonna tell me which words I...
He told you to stop. What are you playing when he says to you stop? When he says to you stop, why did you play 3 more notes? I'm asking you a question. When he said stop, is he the leader? Why did you play 3?
He's on television raising money for kids, ladies and gentlemen.
This is something you would have done, though. You would have jumped all over that. Wait, 3 more. What the hell is the point of a band leader if you're just going to play more notes?
I would have jumped on it, but I would have done it in a funny manner. Like I would have at least been like, you try and zing him a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? You don't in the midst of a Percodan addiction walk over, who's the leader? Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain, also, if I'm raising money for kids television, I'm not singing. That's so weird.
He's the old school entertainer. He's a triple threat,
sing.
much like J-Lo, which is part of why she got so famous. I'm bringing it back every time.
No, but he's not a triple threat. He's a double threat.
He can dance, can't he?
He's a physical comedian and he's on drugs. Those are his only 2 talents.
And he's very threatening.
Can I sing on your telethon?
Yes, Ashley.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you absolutely can. Bring your own song. We do not have a pianist.
What was the song Jerry Lewis sang? Song at the muscular dystrophy telethon. He always sang a song.
Yeah, he used to sing. He was.
Can you sing "You'll Never Walk Alone"? Actually, that was the song Jerry Lewis sang at the muscular dystrophy telethon.
But did he change the words to "You'll Never Walk Again"?
Yes.
Yes, classic Lewis.
When are you doing a telethon? Monday, Alex.
Monday, baby.
Ashley, you know what I'm saying. Monday.
Ashley, did you not know about this?
4 p.m. You need to book another guest. I'm not on the booking. If Paul Byrne is booking the telethon, my job is to go back and go, Paul, you have to give these people times. You can't just tell them that they're doing it. That's where the real trick's going to begin.
More notes after he said stop. I'm just
John bringing some real Jerry Lewis energy here.
Wait a minute. What? Where did Jerry Lewis? Did you see what he just did? Okay,
no,
go back. Okay, this is where it gets. There's a part coming up.
Is he the leader? Why did you play 3 more notes after he said stop? I'm just curious. Why
that's
you
rude.
did that?
What was that? He just threw a cane at a man.
This is office bullying.
He just threw a cane at a man while they're raising money for people who use canes.
Wait, where's the cane? All I saw was the music sheets.
No, there's that stick he also dropped on him.
Oh, I didn't see that. All I saw was the sheets.
Let's do it again.
When he
Famously
says to you, stop, why did you play 3 more notes? I'm asking you a question. When he said stop, is he the leader? Why did you play 3 more notes after he said stop? I'm just curious why you did that.
There.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Threw a cane at a man. Big dick energy with that cane. Yeah. Surely, John, you're booking Ellie and Ashley and Tom for the telethon. Yes. Booking, they'll show up.
A question. Just give me an answer. Why did you play those few notes after he said stop? You Nazi.
It's funny that he calls some. I mean, it's of course a punchline. Yeah,
timeless material. Timeless.
And yeah, just throwing out a Nazi. Also, fun fact: Jerry Lewis made a movie about being a clown at a concentration camp.
Yes, he did. Never released it. Oh, where's the? John, you've been timed out. Alex wants you to get a coffee.
Great. To raise money. Hang on, I'm just texting Elliot right now to make sure that he knows.
Cool. I listen, as I think I brought up before, I listen to the Gilbert Gottfried podcast a lot. And on that, they talk a lot about sort of like old Hollywood and people share their stories from back then. And Jerry Lewis comes up constantly, and he is one of 2 people that basically no one has a nice story to tell except for Gilbert. Gilbert always says, I get to use that old classic line. He was always nice to me. Jerry Lewis, by all accounts, such a dick.
So crazy.
The
so
other one,
he also invented, by the way, Jerry Lewis. So when he was a director, he literally invented. Elliot has been booked, by the way, and I just told him from 4 o'clock. So yeah. Oh hell, Ed Knight not booked. But never released, but later donated in incomplete cut. Oh my god!
Yeah.
It could be screened by 2024. Harry Shearer has seen it and has like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I love that when people asked him about it, like, when's it going to come out? He's like, there's no story. It's just bad. Like, that's why I don't want people to see it, is I made a terrible movie. And so no one should watch it.
You know that like the clown's name is something like Phineas Dork.
You know that there's a scene of it, like, or there's making of.
Where his piss freezes? The piss freezing scene? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I don't think. There's like a Dutch documentary that was being filmed while he was making it. And there's footage from that documentary that's on YouTube. It's been on there for a few years now. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Go on.
No, I want to get the first lyric up right, because it's not the first correct lyric. No, it's not. No, that's wrong.
You're on television, Jerry. Jerry, you're on television.
Was this all live?
Yeah. He just stayed up for Labor Day weekend and partied and basically yelled at the crew for like 3 days.
Larry, you're entitled. Larry, come over here. Why are you so upset?
Also, by the way, I think Jerry thinks this is a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's he is, like, for all his faults, he's a classic entertainer, and by all means was like mind-blowingly funny when he was younger. And so he knows how to work a show. He's just clearly furious while he's doing this.
If
you know when an act's trying to riff,
and
they're angry and it comes through.
He never got over Jerry Lewis or Dean Martin having a bigger career than him. That's like people point to that where it's like you have to, because it's not fathomable how famous those two fuckers were in Martin and Lewis. They were the most famous people in America in the 50s, supposedly. Like, it's like, if you read that book, The Comedians, that was one of the few parts I found fascinating. I think it was that book that talked about, like, literally, they would have to, like, move hotels in the middle of the night, hundreds of people chasing them through the street, so much money.
Wow. Yeah, and they were like, they said that there was no show like it. People's minds were fucking blown by the chaotic energy of Jerry Lewis
and the fact that
the cool, calm energy of Dean Martin. Like, perfect odd couple. Bounce off each other beautifully.
Dean Martin is the best at not giving a fuck energy I've ever seen.
Yeah, so good at it.
Do you know what his line was if you heckled him?
You
can heckle Frank, you can't heckle me.
All right.
Another thing that he would apparently say in the middle of songs, he'd be like, I just want to let you know it looks like a train's coming at me. Like, Dean Martin just said crazy. Like, people talked about, like, especially in like the late years, they were like, going to see him was fucking punk rock crazy, because he'd just be like, let me tell you a story about Sammy. I liked Sammy. All right, hit it. Like, they're just like, what the fuck? Like, he just yeah. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to the Rat Pack, I was always a Joey Bishop man. That's something no one's ever said.
No one has ever said that.
No one has ever been like, you know who was really holding the Rat Pack together? Joey Bishop.
You know, apparently Dean Martin never wanted to read or see any of the sketches on the Dean Martin show so that he would laugh when it happened. And he'd just be drunk on TV laughing while actors were trying to do their job.
I'm going to say this about the 50s and 60s. It was so much easier you could do every job fucked up.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was no competition. Once you're in, you're in. That was a wrap. You watched the Red Skelton show. Jesus.
Also, who the fuck is Peter Lawford, and who gives a fuck about Peter Lawford?
Oh, do not know.
Because he was also in the Rat Pack. Like, Peter Lawford... Yeah.
Wait,
Frank
hold on.
Sinatra-
Ashley says I played Sammy singing Wichita Lineman on the radio. I got so many complaints. What did you? I bet you blacked up for a radio show, didn't you?
Did
Ashley?
you black up for a radio show?
You pretended to be blind, like that woman on the doing Sammy Davis Jr. on Stars in Their Eyes.
She was doing Stevie Wonder. You prick.
Didn't I say doing Stevie Wonder?
No, I heard doing Sammy Davis. No, not so much competition. Just that when we were joining the workforce, and they didn't want women, so men would get away with so much shit. I don't know what Ashley is referring to.
So women were joining the workforce. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that either, Ashley.
That got lost. I don't know what you're talking about. Why was he singing Wichita on the line?
Get me to write. Come on. Da 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 dee da 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 da. That's the verse. Then this comes after. Don't you see? This is the chorus. But anyone can make a stupid mistake, sweetheart. This is all fun and games. You don't get upset. You
don't get upset. He just threw a cane at a man.
Oh my God. How many times have you seen this though, where like a comic is seething and trying to act like they're still just having a good time?
Not often.
Oh, I've seen it so many times and it's so fucking tense. It's like, just be angry, man. This is worse.
I just be angry.
It's so bad. It's so fucking tense.
Google it. Oh no, we will. Who do you recall seeing doing it? You can even put it in the private chat if you don't want to say.
Mark Dolan used to be guilty of it.
Mark Dolan. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember him. He talked to there was a soldier in the crowd at one of the shows. It was like a Amuse Moose show. And
of course it was.
He goes, oh, so who's your favorite person to kill? And it got like tense, and there clearly wasn't a joke in it. Mark was just fucking furious and tried to like backpedal and be charming out of it, and it only got worse.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Oof.
I mean, I hope that doesn't. I hope that inability to deal with awkwardness doesn't lead to him doing something crazy like ripping up a mask on his stupid radio show and then saying things like that they are not doing anything. I mean, I really like Mark. That was a big fucking through the looking glass moment where I'm just going, oh, fuck off. You're like,
yeah.
Oi, guy who plays moon shadows on Saturday nights for Hills. Stop trying to kill people.
But that's another one that only sort of further confirms the whole people who feel like their careers should have been different. Vibe of people to go out, right? Because he was Mr. Balls of Steel, right? He had his own show.
That I am right about that, and it's 100% the theory and the truth. I saw Lee Mack get annoyed at a German guy not getting what was going on with an audience interaction bit. I mean, that is a really good one. Audience and that. I think my biggest moment with getting irritated on stage, I did not pretend not to be irritated, and then I almost fought 3 people in a sketch troupe at the Edinburgh Festival. So if you want to talk about tense, I've had comics get annoyed at me from stage when I was the tech. Oh yeah. Yeah, comics love blaming a tech. Let me ask you this, Ashley. And Ashley, if you want to come on, please feel free.
Yeah, of course.
Was it when which troupe, Baldy? Link me, bitch. You know I will. I'm not going to mention who it is. They tell the story somewhere. If you find where they tell the story, I can explain it to you then. Ashley, I have Ashley Manning at hotmail.com. That can't be the same Ashley.
Did you just dox her?
I mean, I didn't. Oh no! Oops. Thanks for the. No problem. Let me just quickly go turn off.
Ashley, sorry. Do you want to come on as well? We can have 2 Ashleys.
I don't know if we can. I mean, yeah. Ashley, what's your email so I can dox that as well?
Oh, Alex already sent it to Ashley Manning.
All right, great. Let me just... Make sure, just remind myself to.
There we go. She doxed herself. Very nice.
Did she?
It's just in the chat. Yeah.
Alex sent to me the Universal Unplugged. Yeah, very good. Yeah, great. Lovely stuff. What were we talking about? I'm still you just never see a Hotmail address anymore, right, Chris? You know, like
That's
you just
fact.
like I apologize. Actually, I'm really sorry. But fucking scary shit. I will unpublish this. It. You know what, Baldy? You are right. It is Pappy's.
Oh, and Alex whispered it's Ashley's story as well. Nice.
And
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. What was I talking about? Jerry Lewis.
You were talking about the sketch troupe that you got angry at, and then we were talking about comedians blaming Tex as well.
Comedians blaming Tex. That one, I saw someone who has become quite big in the UK. Apparently, had a big reputation for. I mean, I'll put it in the private chat for you.
Yes, you will. Chris. Thank you very much.
By
really?
reputation, I mean he did this one time, and it like was so much it was like aggressive. It's the cuck master herself. That if he bombed on a show, he would just yell at the Tex afterwards.
Oh,
I don't think Ashley. I don't know. I don't think Ashley knows that she's on.
Hello, Ashley.
No, I do. I'm just being quiet.
Ashley, have you ever yelled at a Tech?
Never.
Yeah,
never in my life. I would never. I've been crew, and so I would never be a dick to crew.
I know. It's one of those things. You can tell who hasn't been because they also realize. People who are dicks to the crew don't realize that people on the crew can talk to other people, and that shit spreads fast. Yeah. Ashley, who's been a dick to you? You don't have to tell us.
I was just going to ask.
Tell us.
Name.
That shit.
I mean, I think if we head into the private chat. Oh my god.
That person who you're talking about had to do an audition, a chemistry test with me and didn't get the part.
Nice.
What? But did you get the part?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh!
Yes.
I already had the part.
Oh wait. Oh, he was doing a chemistry test with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I've done 2 chemistry tests. Chris, do you know what a chemistry test is? Because I think
I did one, got the part, and then they moved it to filming during August, and I had to put it down.
So those you don't know, for like a longer movie or for a play, movies, TV shows where you're going to be interacting a lot with one person, they'll have you both come in, and basically what it is will you two not hate each other and you look like you can like each other, and it is amazing how sometimes it doesn't work.
I had to do 40 over lockdown via Zoom, and it was so fucking, because I'm already autistic and really weird and not making eye contact, and I was just like meh.
Oh.
So I think they eventually just cast people who I wasn't a dick to.
It's so hard as well to get any chemistry if you're not in the same room as someone. Then it's got to be like really fucking good chemistry for it to show up that way.
It's also one of those things where sometimes also people don't know their roles and those sort of vibes and stuff like that. And that always is so fascinating. Thank you for burping right into the microphone. I'm very jealous of anyone who could burp. I'm so jealous. I can't burp and it drives me crazy. But yeah, auditioning in general is amazing. I just love seeing people that are trying to like big dog it in auditions. LA is amazing. There was a guy once, and we were auditioning for a Fiesta chips commercial, and they called his name, and he jumped out of his chair, went, "Fuck yeah, time to get paid." Walked in, was out within 30 seconds, and I was like, "This guy did not get that job." And they are going to be talking about him later on. And I still regret not when I walked in being like, before we start, can I please ask about the fuck yeah, let's get paid guy? I should have. Like, I feel like if I'd asked, I feel like I would have gotten something. Now,
I feel like you walked in, called them all cucks, and was like, let's do this, you fucking cucks.
Yeah. Now, which one of you guys ain't in the vaccine?
Yeah. Ashley, can we, Ashley Manning, sorry, double Ashley's is.
You can refer to me as my proper name, aka Cuckmaster General.
Cuckmaster General, okay. Nice.
That's fine, but only if you refer to me using my Wu-Tang name.
Okay, I rate Menace.
Thank you very much, Cuckmaster General. This is very fun.
Ashley, can you give us a couple of things that person did to make them such a nightmare to the text?
I was going to drop it, but I'm so happy we're staying on this subject.
I love this shit.
I can give you a bit.
Just don't mention their giant prop because it'll really give it away.
No, there was no prop used on this particular thing.
Oh.
So it was a weekend gig booking. It wasn't a show booking. So yeah, which I think he rarely does. But he was booked as the headliner for a gig.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah.
But like,
it's a weird booking, man. That's
It's
a
a
weird
weird-
ass booking.
he
It's a
shouldn't
weird
have
booking.
accepted that booking.
Yeah, but he did. But the thing is, I think is really...
I'm now. But was it for the venue? Was it for a venue that's somewhere?
Yes.
Good. It's not even that much money. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a huge amount of money. Okay.
So the thing that's important to know about this story is that he had a similar gig in another venue the night before.
Oh.
So and I know the tech from that venue, and I know that there was issues then as well. So he, after
Same issues,
having
different
issues,
great question. Answer that question. Damn.
I'm not sure. Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. But so he, having had issues the night before, he turns up at the venue that I'm working at 20 minutes before the doors open.
Nice.
And also with no advance notice of having tech requirements.
Great.
Obviously not.
Because no, that would be asking far too much. Shows up with 20 minutes. Also brings somebody along that he wants to have a seat in the show, even though we've sold out the show, and he didn't tell us this in advance either. And he's like, no, I don't want him to just sit at the bar. He needs to have a seat in the room. So he's causing trouble from the second he walks in the door.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't so with the particular job that I was in this particular venue, I did more than just tech. I did the tickets on the door. I ushered to seats. I also collected glasses for the bar, and I was technically security on these nights as well. The only 2 nights that I wasn't security was Friday and Saturday. Oh yeah, I've had to physically remove men twice my size in that job.
What?
Yeah. There was only security on the Fridays and Saturday nights, and there was one night, this is an aside story, there was one night where my manager was there, but he had finished working and hung around for a pint, and there was a guy in the audience who was kicking off. He just wouldn't, he was purposely sitting in somebody else's seat and being a dick about it, he wouldn't move, and it was just really weird. And I had to try and remove him from the venue. My manager watched the whole thing, and he was speaking to me. He was calling me. He told me to pipe down. I heard he said to his friend, he was like, "I'm so sick of this bird," and it was really, really derogatory and really shit. But my manager, was just like, "I'm technically not working, so I can't help you." And I was
that doesn't sound true. That doesn't sound true at all.
You know what?
That's not a rule.
Yeah. This explains, by the way, why I've let 3 different people die. I just walk up to them and go, I'm actually not a doctor, so there's nothing I can do. And then I just jam my foot on their throat.
Yeah. So anyway,
was he taking sips of beer? He's you're coming back being and he's like, I would love to help you, but
yeah.
That's
exactly it. That's exactly what happened. Oh, I left that place for a reason. And it wasn't that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Did you discover?
Did you discover we're drowning in tea right now? This is insane. We've just become a drama podcast. That's what just happened right now.
Cockmaster General, I don't think you've realized we became a drama podcast last week when we became a snake eating itself when talking about divisions in society.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. Also, so what did you discover there? Just a room filled with just a bunch of kids' shoes? Like the way you said that, like it just tea spiller. Like it just sounds like you're there. Like, what do you think that's bad? And then you just open a room and it's just one old woman. Can I leave? No, your tea is paid rent. And then just slam the door.
It's not far off.
What?
That's a joke.
Oh, good. Yeah, I totally was just like, no.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not quite that.
It's not torturing the elderly? Well, it's a shame.
No, not quite. Anyway, so to get back to the tech story.
Yeah.
So he's causing trouble from the second he gets in. So I have to do a load of stuff as soon as the door opens. I have to let people in. I have to do loads and loads of stuff. So I don't really have that much time for people who show up late with tech requirements.
Mm-hmm.
But I opened the doors 15 minutes late, which my manager wouldn't normally be happy with, but he did kind of understand that I was trying to get this tech sorted. And I still, in between letting people in, I still tried to sort the tech issue. I couldn't get it going before the first section of the show. There's 2 breaks during the whole show, and I spent both breaks trying to get it to work. I got it working at the end of the second break.
Oof. Just in time.
Just like in time, right?
Like a fucking boss.
Because I'm amazing.
No.
And then he gets on stage. It works for a split second. And then it stops working.
Oh, I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah, not comfortable at all. Now,
And he took it well, didn't he? With grace.
Did he?
So much grace, so much poise. No.
Humility?
What? Why would you just say that, Master General?
So he
That's why you're the master.
He then so you're booked as a headline act, you're a tech heavy act. You know from previous experience the tech can be slightly unreliable. If you're a headline act, do you have something in your back pocket?
Yeah,
always.
This person did not.
What?
No.
Great.
Did not have a back
never has.
All right, okay.
Never has.
Never
Okay,
has,
but
Ashley.
wait, please.
I feel like Ashley has other stories, or Cuckmaster General has other stories about this.
Here's what I like about
that
Ashley.
we will hear afterwards.
You never know how Cuckmaster General feels about anyone. She plays it close to the vest. Never betrays. Just everyone's fine in her big book of cucks. Now, let's do a whip round to see what do we think happens next. Here's what I predict: attempts crowd work, that fails, storms off stage. Bandit electric. Erratic.
I think immediately screams at Ashley, passive aggressively describes what was supposed to happen, doesn't finish his set.
I think he comes up to your piano and hits you with a cane.
So,
God, I hope Ashley's story is right.
It's not far wrong. No, Chris is the closest, best guess. So he doesn't have any material, and he basically he keeps trying to click it. It's like he has a clicker thing, and he keeps trying to see if it'll work. And then when it's clearly not working, he starts screaming at me across the room, saying, what the fuck are you doing? Why is this not working? I've never been to a comedy club that doesn't know how to plug in a HDMI before. Like, really, really going so hard at me.
Oh my God, there's another clicker comedian. I was panicking.
There's a few clicker comedians.
Don't worry. I ran through my head.
Mum's
I'm like,
a clicker. It could be Mum. Mum does clicker work.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't feel like your mom would yell at a tech though.
Also, she has a lot of backup.
Mum loves the text. Mum's always buying gifts for them, like to the point where they like start getting worried and reciprocate too much and buy her presents, and she's like, "No, it's fine." So we've got a lot of weird tech gifts.
Nice.
Here's the thing: is I think your mom likes me, but my image of your mom is just being yelled at by your mom. But I think that's just
she loves you. Like
okay,
She was so proud. She was like, "That's my boy on the telly. Look at him up there. He's on America's Got Talent. Look at him. Better than that Colin Cloud cunt. Look at him. She loves you."
Because this is what your mom does to me every time I see her. I say hello and she goes, bah! Like just like random. One time she just yelled at me. What did she yell about? She was going, "Oh, do you think that not enough comedians at the Fringe are aware that we're a socialist enterprise?" And I was like, Danny, I gotta be. It is 2 p.m. and I am very hungry, and I don't know who you think I am, but I am not someone who can fix this problem. And then she said, "When you do your accounts, do you sit down with someone? Because I sit down with my husband and we go through it together." And I to this day wish I could go back in time and find out what had happened 15 minutes beforehand for her to be like, "I need some answers to some questions. There looks like a tired man. I better go ask him."
I just love that I know that's my mum's attempt to be friends with you. Is to like bombard you with information.
I really
then ask
enjoyed
you
it.
about taxes. So that's like that's her thing.
That's I was just checking because I also know. Listen, I grew up in a Canadian family of Scottish descent. I also know that it just means you're wacky. Like it's just you're coming at things from a weird side. So I was just also being like, but what does that mean? Good, glad to know. So Ashley, so he screams at you. Is it getting laughs at this point?
No. So there's like a brief period where the audience thinks it's part of the act, and they're
Phil
not
Ellis disaster by design. Yeah,
they're not quite like sure. And then after like a moment, it's very obvious that it's not funny anymore, and it gets so uncomfortable. So he's just having a hissy fit, a tantrum on stage.
On stage. Oh, it's how many minutes? Wait a minute. How many minutes into the set?
Oh, we're less than 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He spends less than 5 minutes on stage.
Oh, the back of my neck is sweating. I'm very uncomfortable.
I fucking knew it.
Wait,
he
storms off in less than 5 minutes?
I knew he stormed off.
But before he storms off,
I'm very uncomfortable.
He yells to the MC. I won't say who the MC is.
Private chat.
I'll private chat
put
it.
it in the private chat is what you'll do.
Thank you very much.
So he yells to the MC, "I'm still invoicing for this."
Great.
And it's like, first of all, the MC has nothing to do with that. The MC has nothing to do with that. And he says, "I'm still invoicing for this," and then he storms off. And
out of the club or just into the green room and waited?
Oh, great question. Can we do a prediction? Oh no, we got
yes. Do a prediction. Do a prediction.
I mean, I'm gonna say. Actually, you know what? Because you started saying a word, but I'm gonna say stops by the green room, storms out of the venue before the audience makes a show of leaving.
I'm gonna say into the toilets.
Oh, nice.
Away from the other acts, solitude.
Yeah, because there is that one toilet that's just one stall. I think it's the ladies.
Yes,
right? I bet he
Alex
took the
Watson.
ladies' room.
Yes. Oh, you're going ladies' room toilets. Yes, Alex. We can do a chat prediction. Put your predictions in the chat, everybody.
No, let her finish the story now. It'll take too long.
We're still gonna have the chat predictions.
By the time they like type it and everything.
Yeah.
Wait, will I give it a minute or
no?
Tell the story.
We can still review them.
We can still review them, yeah. So what he does, what happens with the show is he storms off. The MC comes on. There happens to be another headliner caliber act in the venue watching the show that night.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Now,
private chat, please. Private
chat.
I'd like to know who that is.
Yeah.
We need names at all times.
I
we
mean,
need names
like
at all
there's
times.
a couple of people I'm hoping it for to be to make this story even worse.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
all right. Yeah. And also,
and-
this fucking guy ain't gonna fucking take that kind of fucking behavior.
No. So this guy, like, I've had interesting experiences with this guy since, like, well, basically this guy has never remembered who I am. However, lovely guy. He came on, absolutely saved the night. Like, he smashed it. He was so good. He took his fee from doing it and left it behind the bar for me and some of the other bar staff. which
Gent.
is just so nice.
I mean,
What a
we can
sweetheart.
say who the headliner was because that is such a nice.
I don't want the
No, you're right.
story to
That's a
connect
great
come back
point.
to the
Fair
person
enough.
who it
Great
was.
point. But yeah, no,
that
that guy.
person is a great person, but I don't want to
I-
really connect the
Of
story
course,
too much.
no, that's why
I can't wait to be back in green rooms and name all of these names again.
I am in a WhatsApp group, and I got news for you. That's hitting that WhatsApp group I'm leaving in about 14 minutes to go to San Diego, and
There's
it is.
still so much more to the story.
What are you talking about? There's more to this story.
So he storms off into.
Oh my god, the cut off shorts. I was not expecting the cut off boy shorts.
Expecting the knees. Was not expecting the knees.
I'm in California. What am I going to do? Wear long pants like a fucking American?
You look like one of the children from the Captain Birdseye advert who's finally escaped his fish finger boat.
I don't know what that means, but thank you. I don't like your kneecaps. Hastings was almost stepping in gum for a second.
Oh, this is you jumping up on your chair, John. Oh my god.
No.
Right,
so
storms off.
tea spiller. Let's wrap this up in a careful way that does not disclose.
Yes, try and keep it careful.
I can't. Where else does this story go? And it's such a nice ending here. I feel like I'm watching Highlander 1, immediately followed by Highlander 2.
Yeah. So he's stormed off. He has gone to the green room. Remember he brought someone to the gig who's in the audience?
Yeah.
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I want to stand up again. Chris, should I stand up again?
Show us those knees. Show us
Okay, I will. I'm
those
gonna.
knees.
Show us the knees.
Yeah.
The knees only come out for like the big moments.
Oh, the knees. Those are tension knees, friends. No more kneecaps.
Oh man. So he sends another act into the audience whilst the headliner is on, whilst the replacement headliner is on. He sends another act into the audience to get the person he brought to the gig.
Who is the fetcher? Tell me who the fetcher is.
By the way, someone suggested calling the private chat the teapot, and we're doing that from now on.
So he sends this other act.
There's one least conspicuous human in the world.
I don't even know who that is, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's making me laugh thinking about it. Right,
Yeah. So he sends them out to
I know. No.
It's so there's so much wrong with this story. He sends them out to collect his person that he brought to the gig.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize
from the audience during.
I didn't realize the person at the end of this gig was basically acting like they were a monarch of a kingdom. Like, bring me my friend to the green room.
Yeah, 110% blacklisted for me. Will never, ever, ever work with again.
Okay, so they ask the friend to come.
Ask the friend to come out. Then sends the MC, who I already mentioned, to me to collect the bit of tech equipment that he had brought along to the gig.
What a
Because he
pissy.
can't,
That didn't
can't
work.
face you because he's a coward.
No.
Good.
Can't
Because he's a
face
pissy
me.
boy.
Yeah.
Then leaves through the back entrance of the venue,
Mm-hmm.
calls my boss, and tries to have me fired.
Wow. To which your boss
Yeah.
replied.
To which my boss gave me I think I talked to my boss. I actually can't remember if it was that night or the next day. I think I talked to him that night actually. And he knew that we hadn't gotten tech requirements ahead of time. So he was kind of on my side about the whole thing for once. But yeah, so he kind of took my side in it. And from that point, we definitely implemented a lot more, like making sure we got advance notice of tech and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it was hectic. And so that was kind of all of that. But that person knows my flatmate. And
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. She went to London before the pandemic, bumped into him, and he very passive aggressively was like, "Hey, how's your housemate?" Got her to take a picture of him and send it to me, and it was the weirdest thing.
Oh, I bet he thinks.
But it was like,
I bet he thinks that this is like him cookily fixing it.
Yeah,
I bet you
I don't
100%
really
that
know.
that's
I
his
think because he
social
didn't,
ineptitude.
he didn't know that I was that person's flatmate.
Oh, all right,
before
never mind
the
then. He's
event.
just
So
Did
he
he
asked
just-
about the flatmate. Who did he think that the flatmate was? If not,
No,
you?
as in before
also knew. Okay.
the night that he stormed out, and he found that out afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So, have I got time to quickly tell you my hilarious comedian having a meltdown on stage story?
Actually, I was about to ask you next.
Cuckmaster General.
Cuckmaster General.
Cuckmaster General. 1,000 apologies.
CMG.
Sorry, I
The
didn't-
notorious
I wasn't-
CMG is
the
the Chaz
notorious
calling it.
CMG. Yes.
I'm going to name them because they asked me if I was a lesbian. It was Brendan Burns, and
Good.
it was at the
Yeah.
Glasgow Comedy Festival.
It's coming up a lot recently on the stream.
Yeah.
And
Wonder if he's all right.
I've known him my entire life. I have known him since I was a little girl. We have the same birthday. It's somebody, he's like family, he's like creepy Uncle Brendan. That's like where he is in the hierarchy of my mind. And to be fair, as we all know, I've got more problematic uncles than him, so who I'm blood related to. So
Me too.
He's pretty chill.
No one's ever said that about Brendan before. Pretty chill guy.
I mean, but when you know the competition, you're kind of like, well, I'm glad you can say that about Brendan accurately. Also, I'm so sorry that you can say that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, it's not that good for Brendan when you know the other players and you're like, compared to these fucking actual criminals, he's all right.
Compared to the nonces and gangsters,
Exactly,
he's okay.
yeah. Compared to the actual pedophiles, he's just a bit intense.
So he'd just done the stand and he'd done really good, and he'd had a great gig at the stand Glasgow, and then he'd come to Jamie Dalgleish runs this little gig in the East End of Glasgow in West Brewery, and he'd come to West Brewery, and it was me, Bruce Devlin was hosting, Bunty, who's savage, and Bobby Mayer, who I'd met. This was the first time I'd ever met Bobby Mayer in my entire life. And I'm sat there and he's like, "Hey, I'm Bobby Mayer. Nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Oh, hello."
Hi, Cockmaster General. It's me, Bobby.
So Brendan goes up on stage. He's for some reason on first. I'm in the middle. Bobby's closing, which is such a weird lineup. Brendan goes up first. The gag he opens with in this working class pub is, "I met a kid who was dying of cancer and wanted to meet Donald Trump." They did that bit.
Yeah.
And the people were like, "No, we don't find children with cancer a funny thing."
Yeah.
Because we're poor working class people who have had lost children to cancer and we don't want to laugh at that. And they didn't heckle him. They just didn't laugh. And he was like, "I've won a Perrier." And starts screaming at them.
That's my favorite
Starts screaming at them, "I've won a Perrier. I just got a standing ovation at the stand." And they're like, "We don't know what that is."
Yeah.
But okay.
I mean, here's the
Bobby.
sorry.
No, but Bobby Mayer was so uncomfortable. First time I've ever met him, he put his whole head into my armpit and just started going, "Ah!" And then Bunty, Big Bruce, goes, "Right, that's enough of that. He's clearly upset that Home and Away has been fucking cancelled." Drags Brendan off the stage. He sends him on his fucking way and goes, "Right, we're starting the gig again." Makes everybody leave and then brings them all back in because he had to cleanse the room.
Nice. And they all agreed? Everyone was like, "Yeah, good call.
Every single person, that's the best kind of gig. And I think that's a Scottish thing, as I've been in so many gigs where everybody in the audience has unanimously went, "That guy was a cunt and we all don't like it and we're all going to react." And at the stand Edinburgh, there was a guy came on, did Chinese eyes and nobody laughed. And then I walked on, I didn't even speak. I was hosting Red Raw and I just looked at the crowd and they all just started laughing unanimously at that guy. And then every comedian after him came on and was like, "I can't believe he stole my Chinese material." And it was just like this great night where we all made fun of that racist guy. But yeah, Brendan's I've won a Perrier. It's one of my favorite things ever.
I've seen him do that too, and I saw him do it, and I had to leave and walk out of the room because I was laughing so hard because we were in Birmingham, I think at a comedy club. No, we were in France, and just in the middle of it, he went, you should laugh more. I've written for The Guardian, and I have never in my life. Baldy 3, by the way, absolutely fantastic joke right there. Tony Hinchcliffe played The Stand, wonderful stuff, and topical Baldy, well played. It was amazing. Yeah, we were in a skiing village in France, and he dropped that bomber. But the thing with Brendan is sometimes I think he's doing it on purpose, but you never know because then he does something else. And I'm like, there's no way that you know how funny this is and how uncomfortable.
He's a cookadoo. You'd never know. You'd never know. He's a living cookadoo, and you walk about just like, what the fuck are you up to? I never know.
Every now and then I hear words come out of like different accents on this aisle, and I'm like, man, I wish I could say that word. And cookadoo is now one of them. Man, that's so good out of a Scottish accent. And I sound like a fucking idiot. He's a cookadoo.
I wish I could say do one the way Scottish people can say do one. Because when you say it as a North American, it just doesn't sound like a Scottish person telling you to do that. Like, well, I better get off the bus. I don't know what a one is, but I have to do that now.
I don't like when North Americans say wanker.
I completely agree. I don't like it either.
Wanker, brilliant. We sound stupid saying brilliant. Sherbert. Can't say sherbert.
Oh,
sherbet.
Can't. Yeah.
Here's what I don't like: how British people pronounce Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
No, that's not what that dog is called. The dog is a Saint Bernard.
It's Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard is your uncle, who's a nice guy. That's Saint Bernard.
Yes, yeah.
I don't like how Scottish people say poem, and I can't say it the right way.
What? I don't know what word you're trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I don't think I can generate it either.
Can you write it out?
Isn't that that's Yiddish?
Like poem, but Scottish people have a very specific way of saying that word.
It's a poem.
Poem.
And I can't say it without the yum.
Americans are obsessed with how I say process or process. They say one and I say the other, and like it's the only giveaway. People are like, "Are you from Canada?" And I'm like, "No doubt about it, eh?" And they're like, "Yeah, you say process or process." I think it's process. Weird. And I'm like, "What?" Like, no, it's bizarre. But yeah, the one that gets me also is when a North American says twat. Like they switch. Yeah, that's not how we say that word. We say it in a much more harsh manner. Like, boo.
Yeah, it's twat. You twat.
I hate it. I hate it so
I think that sounds
Terrible
like
word.
such a cute way of saying it. Like, your twat is worse than your twat.
Oh, no, like,
twat.
See, I know twat as the like, now we have to fight this person. Like that's worse than cunt was twat in where, which is also like where I'm from. Yeah, but you're not from the capital of Canada. We're from a goofy town.
T-Spiller, what's the worst word you can think of?
Yeah. The name of the headliner she was just talking about.
The worst word. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think what were like the kind of insults where I'm from, but I don't know.
Like on stage, if I say finian, it's worse than cunt.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. If I say finian on stage, people like tense up, and I'm like, it's fine. I'm a finian. I'm allowed.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of anything specific. Which is a great contribution to the conversation.
Fair enough.
The tea has remained unspilled.
I mean, I'm amazed. I'm so happy that we were able to keep that's a good one. And also what's the best is no one would ever suspect that one.
Yes. And the success of that person drives me insane.
Oh,
Ashley,
listen.
When you heard about the show that person did about something that they had to suffer through, was your first thought like, good, fuck them? I'm glad that happened.
I predicted that And I feel I can't talk about this, but I predicted that and I feel eternally guilty about things I said.
Oh, wow.
I want to know more, but I know you don't want to say it. So
I'm like trying to think of a way I can say it. I was there and at that time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've heard like other stuff from their.
Do you know what?
Past,
we're teetering too close to the edge.
But we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Thank you so much for recognizing it. That's all.
Do you know who's a cunt? Jim Jeffries. Fuck that guy.
Are you sure you don't just hate Australians, Cuckman?
No, I fucking hate him, and I don't give it. See when he did that thing about feminism on his little chat show, and I was like, the things I've heard you say to women when I was like 16 at Glastonbury, the things I heard you say to my mum. He said to my mama, "It must be really hard being old and ugly and nobody want to fuck you." He said that to her in front of me without them being friends when I was a teenager in front of me. Fuck that guy.
What did your mom do? Because your mom is not
she
what
was
I would
just,
say.
he was the one person who would like throw her off with meanness because she was just so like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, because it
was mean, just mean-spirited meanness out of his horrible trouty mouth all the fucking time.
I think it's probably, and a good point to Alex Watts. I think it's the best time to now remind everyone to go check out JJ Whitehead's stream. That's JJ Whitehead, the opening act of Jim Jeffries. Check out his stream.
Love JJ Whitehead. No issue with him. Love him.
Of course.
I am not going to teeter on that one. That man knows I fucking hate him.
Great. Oh, listen. As something I've realized, especially now, where a lot of people will be like, you shouldn't have negativity of hating people. It's like, no, I hate people, and there's just some people I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it, and this is active and has some energy to it, so fuck it. But also, if you hate JJ Whitehead, I don't know what it's like hating a Labrador.
Never,
like he's just
ever.
Yeah.
When I was 11, I used to have the biggest crush on him, and I was creepy about it. Like I was a weirdo.
Did you like? I can picture you like hiding behind something and like looking up, and sort of like.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that meme of the little girl who's just like staring and doing a lot of eyebrow movement? Like.
Yeah. Hey, but you know, JJ.
That was me. That was me in every situation where he was. I was just like, "Hi, JJ."
Yeah. And also because it's JJ, he'd be like, "What's up, man? Good to see you. Like, you're looking great." Yeah. Yeah. Everyone go watch JJ Whitehead. I have to skedaddle in a moment here because I have to drive to San Diego.
Cool. We've done almost 2 hours. This is a good.
Yeah.
Just over an hour and a half. Yeah.
And so I'm going to get 3 different female comedian guests, Chris.
Don't say female. I fucking. Oh,
I love
now. It's so weird.
It is slightly uncomfortable now. You've made it weird.
No, it's even this. I misspoke. Female comedians. I hate comedian more than anything in the world because I think it's been invented recently. I don't think it was a thing back in the day.
No.
I'd like to be referred to as a vaginator rather than a female, please.
Strong.
Thank you.
A vaginator or the
Just
vaginator?
No, there are many vaginates, but I would like to be a vaginator. You've had many vaginators on your show. That's a commendable thing there. Irate menace.
We didn't book any of them.
Yeah, we didn't.
We just showed up.
Just luck.
Chris, the chat's turning on us. I missed this show when it wasn't so woke.
Classic alt-right guy David Hoare.
Yeah, all he's doing is making ambient albums and theme music to the stream and helping out various people and all that sort of stuff. Well, Ashley, Cuckmaster General, I'm sure we'll both see you on Monday for the telethon. Ashley,
I will be singing a song from Carousel.
Yes. Oh, yes. Cuckmaster General, I'll get in touch with a time that works for you. We'll be starting at very good, 4 p.m. and going throughout the night. Can we communicate in burps only? Good. Cool. By the old mill, we'll meet. T-Spiller, you can come on anytime on Monday.
I will do that.
Yeah,
very
at
good.
your leisure.
Yes, you and Elliot are 2 people that were giving Elliot and Tom were giving blanket access. So I got to tell you, one can only assume Tom and Elliot are going to have a fight at some point. So that'll kill an hour.
And I want to be here for that.
Exactly, we're going to need you.
That was so funny.
it was. I loved it so much. Before we go, I just want to get Ashley's reaction to a quick video. I know it's the second time we're watching it today, but I just feel like.
Wait, Cuckmaster General or Ashley?
Cuckmaster General.
Cuckmaster General.
Okay, yeah.
I'm already in it twice.
I think Cuckmaster General's seen this before, though, hasn't she?
I don't think
is the one where the guy can't wipe his ass properly.
Yeah.
That's
but
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yes, but have you seen it?
What's wrong with you?
Have you seen it with Elliot Steele's reaction?
Elliot Steele's reaction to anything is hilarious. I saw I've got a fright from wind. I have so many good Elliot Steele stories.
All right. Well,
that should be a stream in itself.
Yeah. Okay. So let's all just take notes and remember to ask Elliot about the wind when Cuckmaster General is on Monday.
Oh my god. Ask him about my little cousin. That'll be a hilarious story.
Wait, what's up about? Oh, my name is Midas. Thank you so much for the raid. Raid. Well, I'll raid them over to you, Chris, after we watch this. We're just watching a quick video, and then I have to run, and then my friend Chris Betts, or if either Cuckmaster General or Ashley is going online. No? I'll send them over to you, Chris.
Okay.
Good. All right, let's watch this.
I grab some of the toilet paper. I stand up. I turn around.
Whoa! Whoa! This is why you can't touch the floor in public toilets. Because of guys like this. This is why Corona happened.
He's so dramatic.
So I'm on the toilet. The toilet paper's here.
It's just the fact. I still don't understand what that has to do with the toilet door.
I know the logic of Elliot's brain. He thinks that when he turns round to bend over to wipe his arsehole's touching the handle.
Oh my god!
I am the Elliot whisper. I promise you. I feel like he's a horse and I'm like that guy who can whisper to him.
That makes all the sense in the world, Ashley.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Cuckmaster General. No wonder you are the Cuckmaster. You are the master of that cuck, Elliot Steele.
Oh no, don't call him that. That's a shame. He's a sweet boy with special needs, but not in that sense. He just has a lot of needs that are different.
Just clip all this. No context is necessary for this.
No, he's a sweet boy. Please don't bully him. I worry about him so much.
Boogie TV, Ashley, we just met, but I like how your brain worked that out, just like mine. Love it. Ha ha ha. What was his point going to be? Phoebe, I don't know. Baldy, does that make Elliot the cuck? Yes. Raiders, I'm going to raid over to my friend Chris Betts, who is going to then play a game or something, and then I'm going to drive to San Diego. T-Spiller, Cuckmaster General, we will see you both on Monday for the telethon. We're buying Paul Byrne a Batman bed. Please go and donate. By the way, and I will say hi to the Padres. I'm going to be at the Madhouse Comedy Club.
Chris is silent. He looked like he was saying something.
Chris, are you saying something? We can't hear you, Chris.
No? Oh my god, he's lost his voice.
Chris, have you gone to mute?
Oh, that's it. No, I put something in and it moved the microphone over. Do you have anything that you want to plug, Ashley and Cuckmaster? No.
You can listen to me, Cuckmaster, aka Ashley Story, on BBC Radio Scotland every Friday night from 10 p.m. till 1 a.m. available on the BBC Sounds app or website, or tune in to my live streams at twitch.tv/Ashley Story. And thank you.
Nice. She's a real cuckaroo.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to remember what the word is that she said earlier as well. I am ready now.
That's why I remembered.
That's very good.
A cockadoo.
Was it cockadoo? Damn it.
Fucking raid, you prick. Oh, I hate everyone.
What's up, Gareth? How's it going, buddy?
Gareth.
So yeah, John's gonna raid me, and then I'm gonna play some NBA 2K. So I'm gonna have to shut it down and then bring it back up.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. We'll see you Monday.
Bye. Chris, are you still there?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it?
That was great. Love it. Love an impromptu Ashley Ashley invasion.
Oh, there. 34 viewers are ready to raid right now. Yes, raid now. I want to raid right now. What are our? Why is Gareth still mod? Mod war.
He's powerful. He's a powerful man.
Mod war never stops.
Hello Raiders. Hello. We're gonna have to shut this down for a second. So stay where you are. And then I'm gonna restart up right away. And we're gonna play some games. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna shut this down. I'll have to restart because we're coming through a separate website. So that's why.
Yeah.
Cockrade.
I'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m., buddy. I love you.
Knock 'em dead. Show San Diego what's up.
I will. We can debrief tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much.